A question I get asked regularly is, do I need to worry about my sewer system freezing, especially when it's snowing like it is right now? Quick answer, no you don't, and we're going to talk a little bit about why. So a sewer system is designed to function regardless of weather conditions, snow, rain, drought, all that good stuff. As you can see, it's snowing on us, and it's the first snow of the winter in Maryland, and I think that it's important to know as a homeowner, you don't need to freak out when it starts to snow. Sewer systems are hot, right? It's kind of gross, but as you put all the stuff in the tank, biology is going to keep doing its thing. It's still going to keep churning, breaking down the solids, and in that process, it releases heat. That's why a lot of times with the septic system, you're going to see steam coming out of the hole. I'm not sure if it's coming through very well on the camera, but there's just a little bit of steam working its way out from inside of the tank. This particular tank has a busted lid, so it's going to be a little bit more aired out than usual, but we can see that we're actually kind of far down in the ground. So what does the depth mean? The depth of the system is actually going to help you insulate all of the stuff, right? So we've got insulation from the depth of the system. We've got heat from the biological reactions inside of the tank. So what that means is you don't have to worry about it freezing. The system is going to basically take care of itself. What we're looking for right now is the well for this particular property. But when it comes to snow, you as a homeowner should not have any major concerns. Everything should kind of work the way that it ought to work. Where you start running into problems is if you have a shallow line that has a belly in it. So in our area, you want to have everything at least 18 inches down, and if you have proper slope to your pipe, there should be no pooling of water. All a belly is basically when the pipe has lost some of its pitch and it's holding water in the line. So if you have a shallow well, or if you have a shallow line, water sitting in the pipe, it will lose its heat, and eventually you're going to get a frozen poo-sicle inside of your sewer line. Nobody wants a frozen poo-sicle, not as good. So if you're trying to design for the winter in mind, depth is going to help you. The reason we have a certain depth in our area is to basically avoid that problem. They also don't want you going past 3 foot, so if you do have issues with the pipe, the tank, or anything to that effect, it's a lot easier for you to get to it. Part of this is also why the county is going to inspect your build and your septic install during that process. Basically, the county is going to come behind whatever contractor you have to make sure that they're actually doing it the right way. Super, super important. What I also recommend is if you're buying the house, especially from a new developer or from somebody who's owned that house for a while, it's a good idea to go ahead and have a third party test it. Run a camera through that line. Actually look inside the tank. Make sure all the pieces are where they belong. Very common practice, but super, super important. I think we're coming up on the well now. As you can see, this little guy is what we've been looking for. Only took a minute to find it, but we found it. So what we're looking for on this is to compare the tags, which is that silver little band, to make sure that it matches up with the records that we have on file. So we're actually looking for the right well, not some neighbor's well. As you can see, I'm in the woods, so there's not really a whole lot of definitive markers to tell me where I'm at. Boom, we found it. So that means that that's the right well. The reason I was looking for this is so that way when we figure out septic repairs or septic installs, you have to know where the well is in relation to your septic area. When they build these houses, they design that distance with that being in mind, that you're eventually going to have to repair it. But it's always important to get on site, look for the stupid thing to make sure that it's actually where the county thinks that it is. Back to our subject at hand though. When it comes to snow, you shouldn't have to worry about anything. I will tell you though, it's a lot more annoying to locate, maintenance, and inspect in the snow. As you could probably imagine, most of our sewer lines are PVC. PVC pipe is white, so it gets a lot harder to find that stuff in the snow. But as a homeowner, do all that work in the fall, do all that work in the spring, and you'll never have any problems. Hopefully this quick video helped put you at ease when it comes to snow and your sewer system. The same rules apply for public. The septic system should be fine. Public should also be fine. You shouldn't have to worry about it freezing unless you have deficiencies in the pipe itself, or you have an improper pitch with the depth of the pipe. So if you are concerned, I would say rest easy. It's not that big of a problem. If you enjoyed this video, or let me know below, have you ever had your sewer system freeze? Leave a comment. I try to have videos posted every day, and today was a nice snowy day, so we get to hang out outside and talk about septic systems. Till next time, guys.